Hey guys, I'm doing this video today because there is some major exploding going on, some major cheating, and the devs or the staff don't care at all. I have talked to them, they have been provided with evidence, and they do not care. So what is the exploit? People are exploiting Biome, the boss in the catacombs. He resets every second, so he heals up to 100% all the time, and he cannot attack them at all except for his lightning attack that attacks them. But they heal that up by using HP reg or whatever they have to heal it up, and basically using macros or auto clickers to just stand there 24 hours a day, and that's it. Um, the ones we know that are definitely cheating is Wigglyworm, Cessnir, and we have Extreme Florian as well, who cheated during the double XP event, for example. And we have probably 10 more here that I haven't seen in the last couple of days, and they just showed up on the leaderboard. I wouldn't care about this if there was no leaderboards, because then this would have zero value to them. It would just be them standing around doing nothing. But when there's leaderboards for total damage done, this is a big issue because the leaderboard is full of exploiters, and especially the top two ranks are just continuously exploiting. And I have evidence for this, so let's take a closer look at the evidence. Let's start with the ticket I made. So there's a support server where you can report players, which I did. I reported Wigglyworms GT, who's the rank 1 leaderboarder. And the evidence is my Twitch channel with a timestamp where he admits it. So I tell them that he admitted it in my Twitch channel, and we go on here where he's asking if I'm able to friend him. If he's just macroing, then we're not just gonna punish that. Which basically means that macroing is legal, it's not cheating to their eyes. And I told them he's not just macroing, he's somehow using the Catacombs boss to his advantage to do more damage than is possible in the game. And he asked for proof. I say that he's admitting it in my chat and has admitted it in Discord and so on. And he doesn't understand at all what I'm saying. He's basically saying that nowhere does he specifically say that he's using the boss glitch. Second, assuming his name is the same in the main server, he sent 8 messages and so on. And I tell him at 1:31:07, I read his message, I'm top 1 leaderboard damage dealt, and ask him, are you not exploiting though? And he responds, yeah, I asked 2 mods about it. Both said it's allowed, but it probably will be fixed. So, just because something may be fixed doesn't mean it's a bug. So he's basically saying it is allowed here as well, and then he starts saying something else that I do not myself understand. And I am, once again, there's no way to do the damage the guys in the amount of time they do it. It's impossible to do so. They are exploiting. And the response I get, if they add a way for me to join people based on Roblox, I'd ban them. But until then, there's not much we can do without proof. And that's ticket closed. I told them, here is probably the biggest evidence in this, which is him sending the video of him macroing and exploiting Biome, the boss in Catacombs, asking if this is allowed. And Piercing in this case says, technically you aren't breaking any rule, so I guess. Lol, but that does need to get fixed. And he says that he's just double checking if it's allowed, and then he gives a fix to how to fix it because he knows literally that this is an exploit. Second evidence is when I talked to some guy in the chat and told that the rank 1 guys are actually exploiting, so don't worry about it. He then sends me this picture and tells me to cry harder, Snowflake, and tells that a mod told him that macros are allowed, by the way. Then Wiggly proceeds to DM me and he says, like I said, it's allowed. I never do weird techniques without making sure it's allowed. This is why I'm rank 1 on leaderboard in every game I play. You're meant to think outside the box, not to be an NPC that mindlessly does what everyone else does. Then what happens is a staff member asks me how the Biome bug works. As we can see here, I tell him I do not know how because I have not tried to recreate it. And then I just tell him how I assume it's working, which is how it is working. And he says he went there to Wiggly to see what he's doing. And he says he could continuously attack Biome since Biome's health would always heal to full. They are standing on the throne, Biome can hit him, and he is aggroed. So I don't know if it's bugged or not. And then I say, oh yeah, maybe it's not exploding then, because I thought they were continuously taking damage, and somehow Biome were healing by himself. He has an ability that heals him or something, but that was not the case. So let's move on. I then asked him, how are they not taking damage? How is this possible? What is happening? And I go into the throne room and I find a spot that I thought was where they went to do it. This is not true. He says he is not sitting on the top of the throne, he's literally on the seat. And then I ask him, can you see him doing it more than 30 seconds? Do you see him in the room, or are you invisible? Like if he saw the moderator or the staff, if he saw him and he stopped doing it, but he did not. So he sends a video right here, and I will show the videos really soon. And he said it probably fucked it up because I teleported to him and aggroed by him. So he admits he probably aggroed by him and fucked it up for him. And so I said he's clearly microing. I understand that you can't do anything about it. It's hard to catch macroing, but isn't it that clear evidence that he is exploiting then? If Biome is stuck in place and so on. And then he sends me a better video right here. He once again says that they are not punishing macroing, and I say this video is clearly exploiting. No, he takes no damage and boss does no damage to him. The boss doesn't attack in the video. Okay, alright, so conclusion is he is doing nothing wrong, it's intended game mechanics then, I am free to do so myself since it's exploding. He takes damage here, he says, but he only takes damage from the lightning, and no auto attacks, nothing. Biome actually stands in the middle of just nothing. And he says it again, we do not punish macroing, only the use of injections and exploits. So he admits they do ban exploits, but apparently not this one. I literally tried it out myself, and if that's not considered exploiting and cheating, what he is doing, then there's something wrong with your policies for what cheating entails. It's literally cheating. It's nothing to it, it is cheating. It's literally avoiding all Biome's mechanics, taking no damage 99% of the time. Once a minute he does his lightning and that makes damage to them. And I also say if Wiggly is not banned for this, then it's basically saying that yeah, we allow cheating, go ahead. And then he starts saying this, I do not understand what he means with that. And I ask him if I'm free to do so, and if I'm free to do so on my stream. And he says, I honestly do not know. I'm not the authority on this. It's very ambiguous. If you do not know, then you have your answer, I say. It is cheating. Because if he's not saying it is cheating, then it is. And he says, clearly, it is not cheating. And then I ask him again, so if you tell me that it's not cheating, I can do this on stream. If anyone can replicate it, it's not allowed, then clearly it's cheating. I don't understand this, I'm saying. But he says, don't do it on stream, I'll tell you when I have further confirmation. And I say, okay, thanks, and that is it. Basically, what's happening here is he tells me that it's not cheating, but it is cheating. It's only cheating if they don't catch him or something. I don't know. They did catch him because he clearly was in the room with him, but he's still not banned. So let's watch the videos as well. As you can see from those videos, it is clearly exploiting, and what does that tell us in the end? We are allowed to exploit, we're allowed to cheat, and we're allowed to use macros to do so. We have provided all the evidence. He has asked staff himself and showed them even when he is exploiting, and they are telling him that it's not exploiting. So we are allowed to exploit. As long as we are not doing it on stream or in video content, we are allowed to exploit. So go on, exploit, cheat, do whatever you want, use macros, go at it, ruin this game, have fun.